Hello and welcome back, Transformer TCG fans. Okay, I want to go over roughly some older cards that we've looked at. Again, I have found more tapping and untapping or in a state of tap battle cards that I've made tried to add to the existing game or for what it is. And let's look at these real quick. I'm just going to brush on them. I'm going to try not to go too deep to keep this quick. This goes back like summer of last year. Weightlessness, which is black and blue, specialist on the blue, action card where as long as you have a specialist previously tapped, you may untap a specialist and untap a character on your opponent's turn. So one, it's got to be, I'm getting too deep in this already. You can untap a specialist previously tapped, but you're going to have to untap your opponent at the same time. Their character, no star specific, no trait, nothing trait specific. So you're gonna get to play a little bit of with your characters and their characters, but you're untapping them. Accidental jump is kind of the opposite. Double orange, it is a star action. One of the oranges is for card traits only. Untap a tapped character on your team and flip it. Then flip an opponent's character. So you can flip one of yours and untap it, and at the expense of also having to flip one of your opponent's characters. If the only good part of this is if they are playing with characters that cannot flip, like some sort of action master, or you've gone after their main characters because they put brave or something or stealth on certain characters, and all that's left they have are battle masters that can't flip, and there's no character for the battle masters to go on to. They can't flip. You can't flip a character, so you would get more advantage off accidental jump than being able to or have to flip an opponent's character. So that there's those two. Squished like Iron Butterfly isn't really tapping or untapping anybody. Double black, beast, and helicopter. So really tailored to my Beast War themed characters. When the equipped character is tapped, it cannot take pierce damage. So it's a nice armor with +1 for defense that is going to negate all pierce. Of course, you don't have to have these traits to be able to play or use this armor. Maybe it shouldn't have the defense, but I wanted to give it a little something other than just can't take pierce. So it's more than just that secret action card that we got officially. So that is Squished like Iron Butterfly. So you can have the utility that gives brave, have the armor. The Squished like Iron Butterfly, which is a rock and roll reference. Iron Butterfly is an old, 70s band, if you know what it is. So there's that, to negate pierce damage in a way. Not in a way, it does. And then we kind of get into one of my better looking cards that stirred up the custom board on Facebook a good bit, Chain Whip. Double black, only for Junkions. That's the Junkion symbol. Excuse me. So it's an upgrade weapon with +2 to attack, pierce 1. Nice standard black pip weapon. Except when you put it on a melee character, you may tap an untapped enemy. So you put this on. I don't see anybody real close by. You put it on a melee, you can tap an untapped enemy. There's no stars limit required or maximum or minimum or anything. I guess that's sort of the reason why this needed a star. And the custom page guys, Charles, Matt. Matt's not on there, hasn't really been on there much in a year. I mean, we kind of got into it, but I got over it. We got over it. We were okay with each other. And through that, I learned a lot. I really did learn a lot. And I had to learn a little bit of humility and knock my ego down a good bit. Code 1 Emergency is next. I'm going to save the most two new ones that I only just showed a blurb of in a previous video for last. Code 1 Emergency is a specialist orange trait with a black pip also, so it's orange and black. Action card, you may scrap a battle card with a specialist pip from your hand and untap a character on your team. But you're like, well, we don't have many battle cards with the specialist trait. I do. We've got Code 1 Emergency, Team Building, that has an orange pip, and Team Building, if you remember, it's a star card, double orange. A Synaptic Connection that we haven't gone over yet. Timely Maneuvers that we haven't gone over yet. Weightlessness, that's what we just did go over. Ingenuity, which can also, I believe, help specialists in a way to be able to get an extra utility in play. Sharp Optics, Extractor, the Immobilizer card, which is a black pip specialist card. The Immobilizer Control Pad, which has got two different pip colors. The blue has the specialist on it. Life Support, which I think is a white pip secret action for specialist traits. Wheeljack's Diffuser that I created has a specialist trait on it. The Gravity Cannon that you can double up and give only specialists eventually +3 to attack and bold 3, and it acts like the attack drone, but it's for specialists only, so it's going to give them a little bit of push, as well as Cyberlink, which we haven't gone over yet either. So there's 3 cards in here that we're going to need to go over, but not right now. In the meantime, the 2 newer ones, which I feel like I've tried to go over. Maybe I did go over Not Alone. Not Alone is not a very good card. I'll just tell you that. It's a white pip. It was Insecticon. It's now Beast. It's a secret action. Reveal when one of your characters defends against a beast. Okay? So for anybody else other than a beast, this is a blank, dead card. It might be good for, I don't know, sideboard fodder maybe. So when revealed, untap another character you control the same amount of stars as your defender. Maybe I should say same amount of stars or less, but I thought since you're already going to have one restriction to be able to use this, yeah, I might as well. I've had Not Alone for like this for 2 months. Going over this a few times and saying it out loud. Yeah, let's make it the same amount of stars or less as your defender. So you're able to untap another character, but not the defender this time. We went over those other cards the previous video, which is doing a lot of this action too, with various star counts, various traits, various in the sundry sort of, how can I set this up? Is this worth it? Etc. etc. And then the last one, which I really like, and a lot of people on Facebook did too, it's a hybrid white and black, which is Tactical Computer Station, which is an upgrade utility that gives focus 1 and +1 in defense. This alone is great for anybody that wants some focus and more defense for any character, and the hybrid pip as well. But wait, there's more. When you put this on an Autobot leader in bot mode, so you got 3 triggers here, which isn't hard to set up. Then you can tap a 9-star or less enemy character. That's the rub. 9 stars or less. If you're if you're playing over the phone, you show your characters, they show their character, and they're playing Fort Max, Metroplex, Triptychon, Scorponok, or whoever. Boom, you're out of luck. If they're playing too tall, a 12 and a 13 or a 10 and 11, you're out of luck. But normally you might see a 9-star or less character in maybe a 3 or 4 wide setting, or obviously the 5 wide setting with combiners. So this is, otherwise this will be really good in a casual setting. If you have you're using Buddy's extra, I almost said extra measures. I think that's a card for an official name. Extra. Oh crap! We've used it so much and tested it. It works very well, and it allows you to have open a second utility slot for a character, which is dangerous for Galaxy Prime. Let me tell you. So there's that. That's Tactical Computer Station. So you could have 2 of them using his. I forgot the name of the card. Extra. Read all about it. I forgot what it was called. Extra something. I'll have it up here. But then it would give you +2 to defense and focus 2. So, but what about the tap? If it is on an Autobot leader, they're in bot mode. No, you can't tap two enemies, just the one. So there's that. Now, in the meantime, still a whole lot more cards to go over. Yes, we went over some older cards, and we went over these 2 newer ones that sort of I just gave you a glimpse of in the last video. In the meantime, I'm trying to correct and update some old cards that need it, that I like. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the same screen grabs for these, which is Filament 11 and Plain Chicken, if you remember those from videos from 2 years ago, almost. Been working on recoloring the Power Masters. That's moving along, slow, but it's moving along. Who was I working on last? Manifold, or I got Sparkplug done. Kari, maybe. Sorza, one of the 2. They're coming along. I got been adding some more battlefield cards. I got 2 Battle Masters that's coming right at you in the next video. We'll see you next time. Gotta run. As always, if you like the content, you like what you're seeing here on the Transformer TCG side, please get some scraplets and just throw it at that like button, which is really great. Make a comment down below. It really helps, even though I'm not monetized. I don't care. I'm doing this for fun. Have always done this for fun. Not notoriety or anything. Just having some fun, making the cards, and just trying to keep the game alive. Mix this in with ATP, Arc, Energon, Hustlers, Bayformers, whatever cards you want to do. Heidi's old cards, Buddy cards, which I've helped him bring in live when we were making some stuff together. Who knows what can happen? It's an interesting game. We're in a little bit of the Wild Wild West, as I've mentioned before. Really trying to play around with traits, with colors, with what more can we do to these cards. I've got another card, an old card that I updated, made a decounter that started in my phone as actually a stratagem, if I remember correctly. It's not a stratagem. It's now a battle card, and it's a part of the decounter system upgrade. We'll see you next time. So much more to come. More characters to go over. Magna Boss is percolating. We'll see you next time. With that, have a great day. Have a blessed day. And as always, Autobots, flip out and let's roll for it.